The many layers of who I am. Hello, everyone. My name is Jerome Yon, and today I am sharing the many stories that make me who I am, inspired by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. TED Talk, The Danger of a Single Story. I've learned that people often see only one version of who we are. Through this presentation, I want to show that my story, like all of ours, has many layers shaped by family, experience, faith, and growth. I was born in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, into a family where faith, hard work, and giving back weren't just spoken about. They were lived out every single day. My parents, Leroy and Lily Yon, were my first examples of strength and integrity, teaching me that character is defined not by what you say, but by what you do when no one's watching. From them, I learned to stand firm in my values, to treat others with respect, and to never let setbacks define my path. Our home was filled with love, discipline, and a deep sense of purpose, grounded in the belief that community matters and that lifting others as you climb is a responsibility, not a choice. Whether it was volunteering at church, helping neighbors, or simply showing kindness to strangers, my parents molded me what it meant to live a life of service, and what that spirit of generosity became part of my DNA. Perceptions of who I am. People often describe me as a confident, dependable, and hardworking, someone who stays calm under pressure and leads with focus and purpose. I take pride in motivating and encouraging others, whether on the field, in the classroom, or in everyday life. And many see me as a strong leader who helps the team reach its goals. While I may come across as a serious or naturally composed, those who know me best understand that I am also compassionate, supportive, and deeply committed to helping others succeed. When I first started coaching, for instance, people assumed me I was naturally confident in front of a crowd. But the truth is, I used to get nervous before every game, double checking every detail to make sure I won't let my players down. That experience taught me that confidence isn't about never feeling nervous, it's about showing up, doing the best, and staying grounded even when you're unsure. That quiet drive, humanity, and care for others are a big part of who I really am. My culture and values. My culture and values shape everything I do. I am proud of my Black American heritage. It's rooted in strength, perseverance, and pride. Growing up, Sunday mornings meant church, and Sunday evenings meant family dinners filled with laughter and stories. Faith has always guided me, and it's what keeps me grounded when life gets challenging. I believe in service and mentorship because I know how much guidance from older men and coaches helped me along the way. Now, I'll try to pay that forward, especially to young men who are trying to find their purpose and direction. That's one of the values I hold closest, to lift others as I climb. My present aspirations. My biggest goal right now is to keep growing as a leader, not just in my profession, but in how I serve others. I want to build spaces where young people, especially young men, can see what's possible when they believe in themselves. I hope to continue connecting athletes with character, teaching discipline, teamwork, and respect through every opportunity I have to lead. More than anything, I want to live with purpose, whether it's through mentoring, coaching, or community work. I want to help others write their own stories of success. Single story versus my truth. Sometimes people assume I'm all business, that I am serious, quiet, and unapproachable. The reality is, I'm just observant and intentional. I like to think before I speak, and I care deeply about doing things right. There was a time when a student told me she was nervous to talk to me because I always looked so focused. After we had a real conversation, she said, "You're actually pretty chill." Moments like that remind me that people's first impressions aren't always accurate. I'm strong, yes, but I'm also human, grounded in faith, humor, and gratitude. That's the full story of who I am. Closing reflection. Adichie said, "The danger of a single story is that it robs people of dignity." That line really stayed with me because it's true. When we limit someone to one vision of who we think they are, we miss their depth. My story isn't just about being a coach, a leader, or someone who's focused. It's about faith, family growth, and resilience. Each chapter of my life teaches me something new and shapes who I am becoming. If there's one thing I've learned, is that everyone has more than one story, and it's worth taking time to listen to.